Good morning and welcome to the first ever Tyfu Tai Cymru National Forum, an opportunity for you all to feed into this unique research programme and influence the future thinking around the delivery of affordable and sustainable housing for all in Wales, regardless of wealth.
As agreed with our funders, Oak Foundation, we have 5 years and we work into the 3 themes: to build the right homes to meet demand, to ensure the homes that we do have fit for the residents of now and for the future. We want to make sure housing is a priority for local government, as we see that being central to building sustainable and supportive communities. And we also want to demonstrate housing's role in keeping people well and healthy.
My sort of big risk taking for me would be for boards to say, we understand the regulations, we're going to be the best we can be, but we're not going to let that get in the way of building more homes.
We have to remember that we're not just talking about units, we're not delivering houses, we're delivering homes.
Is it important that we share good practice with policymakers, with Assembly members? I would argue that it is. Ultimately, Assembly members decide budgets, they draft manifestos which become programmes for government and legislative programmes. So these kind of further up the food chain, if you like, are quite important people for sharing your ideas with.
Oni bai bod chi'n gwneud llawdriniaeth ar y galon neu walle hedfan awyren, mae 'na mwy na un ffordd I wneud rhywbeth.
Today's conference is about one housing system, so for me that is about us looking at housing across all sectors across the country, private housing, social rented housing, looking at how we accommodate and work with people right through from those who are street homeless, right through to looking at how the private housing sector impacts on the whole market.
Housing is generally a very well-networked sector. I think sometimes there's too much modesty around, so talk about what you're doing, talk about it with pride, and look for opportunities amongst your colleagues to actually share that and work together.
A one housing system means to me that everyone works together collaboratively in order to deliver excellent housing that keeps people well and healthy.
I think better practice is for me is for a landlord to be equipped. It's not just saying I'm a landlord, I can receive the rent through an agent or I receive the rent through universal credits or privately. I think a landlord has to give a good service. A landlord has to be trained up and say, right, this is what I do and wear the badge.
It's interesting to see all the different sectors and the good practice and the sort of same challenges we've got in terms of trying to share good practice and trying to be honest about our limitations of the sector as well. So there's a lot of commonality.
Love today's conference, interesting range of speakers. Very interested to hear about the Affordable Housing Review and how that's progressing and what difference that might make to the affordable housing delivery in Wales.
Taking away from today's event is going to be for me about making sure that the Affordable Housing Review absolutely embraces the Wellbeing of Future Generations Act.
To be an effective innovator, you need to be self-aware, you need to be dogged, you need to be prepared to ditch things, and you need to be resilient.